Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a little bit since I've posted a video, but for a very good reason. So today we are actually going to start a brand new reef tank. I've had this tank behind me for, it's coming up to 2 years now, so I do feel like it's time to just kind of start something new, something to obviously make content for you guys, just because I think it'd be kind of fun. Now, I've always wanted to do a reef tank basically from beginning to end, step by step, similar to other reefers like Inappropriate Reefer and, you know, Reef Dudes, things like that, where they'll basically go step by step through every step to create a really awesome reef. Now, everybody kind of has their own techniques on certain things to, you know, make the perfect reef tank. Some people prefer, for example, dry rock versus live rock, different things like that. So I kind of wanted to give my own personal perspective as far as what, you know, I would do to maintain, or not maintain, to create the perfect reef tank, especially here in 2024 when we have just so many options these days, whether it comes down to, you know, aquascaping. There's a whole discussion on like bacteria now, which I think is just crazy, but I feel like it'd be a really great opportunity this year just to start a tank and just give my perspective on different things and, you know, create a tank from nothing to something, which I think would be super fun. Now, you may be wondering, why would I want to start a reef tank now? And I actually have a really good answer for that. Now, when you listen to people on the internet, you know, a lot of these guys who post on like the forums, such as Reef to Reef, Reef Central, if Reef Central even still exists, you know, everybody has their own perspective. People on the internet can't even agree if it's okay to have starfish, if it's okay to have bristleworms, you know, if, for example, my leather is going to kill something else on the other side of the tank. Everybody's perspective varies. And it's really hard nowadays to, you know, figure out who you should listen to and kind of why. And one thing I do really hate is when people give advice, you don't know what their own reef tanks look like. Everybody these days on the internet is kind of just a keyboard warrior. You know, you don't even know. I know some people who give advice on the internet and they don't even have a reef tank anymore. Like, you know, why? And also, I've seen some people give advice, and honestly, I gotta say, the reef tanks don't look that great. And from my own perspective, you know, just from me, I wouldn't listen to anybody who has an uglier tank than me. I know that sounds super shallow, but I mean, to be fair, it's kind of the true. You don't look up to, you know, the rookie. You for example, don't look up to the rookie in the game. You look up to people like LeBron, or maybe that's a bad example, Kobe Bryant, or like Shaquille O'Neal, people who have, you know, succeeded and are basically the best. And with so many varying opinions on the internet, I do believe it is best just to look at, for example, somebody's tank, somebody who does well. I've seen some really amazing reef tanks on the internet. I forget the one I admire the most. There's this other guy in like Ohio or something who also runs Orphic LEDs. Worldwide Coral did a video on their tank, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. They just have monstrous colonies, and I would absolutely listen to anything, you know, that guy said, versus somebody who just kind of has, you know, a coral here, a coral there. It doesn't really make sense to listen to them. So before starting a brand new reef tank where, you know, people like my viewers, like you guys, could actually maybe learn from my own perspective, I wanted to make sure that this tank was just grown out as much as possible. I think so far it's at a pretty good place, and I basically wanted to say to you guys, hey, you know, feel free to follow this video. I want to show you guys what I know, what I think I know, and this tank here is one of the reasons why you should give, you know, what I believe to be true a chance, versus just some words on the internet. So basically this tank here is, it's my resume. So in this series, we are going to be building a brand new nano tank. It will actually be going right here where my Reef ATO is. I know it's a little dark in here right now. And with this new tank being here, we are going to be doing a variety of different things to it. We're going to go ahead and set it up into a, you know, brand new reef tank that we're basically going to keep it super simple. I have some more artful projects that we're going to end up doing with that tank as well. We're going to be building it up into a beautiful reef tank tank, then tearing it down, then bringing it back up again. So hopefully it is something that you guys are going to enjoy. So if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel. We are going to be doing a bunch of little videos all the way until we have a full thriving reef tank, and then we are going to destroy it and build something else. So look forward to a lot of content in the future. It is something that is going to be super fun. I'm not going to be touching this reef tank too much just because it is, you know, just such a big reef tank. It's hard to do very artful things that I'd like to, so it's a lot more manageable in a nano tank. But yeah, that is it for today's episode. I know I sounded maybe a bit conceited, but that's just kind of my opinion and why I decided to wait until now to start another tank. But thank you guys as always for watching. We are going to be having a lot of fun in the near future, and I'll see you guys on the next episode. Peace.